This week, instead of my regular weekly email, I wanted to take this opportunity to wish all of you personally a Shana Tova, a good year, and share with you a short inspirational message in preparation for Rosh Hashanah. One of the symbols of inspiration that we have around this time of the year is the shofar. The simple ram's horn, which produces simple sounds on Rosh Hashanah. The voice of the shofar is the symbol of hope, a symbol of inspiration. It's a voice of yearning, a voice of commitment. And in fact, the Talmud tells us that the essence of the day, the mitzvah of the day of Rosh Hashanah, is the blowing of the shofar. So I wanted to share with you two seemingly unrelated laws that have to do with the blowing of the shofar, that when you combine them together, I believe they make a philosophical, very, very deeply moving and inspirational message for the new year. The first law that the Talmud tells us is that all voices of the shofar are kosher. This means that whatever voice you're able to produce, whatever sound you're able to get out of blowing the horn is fine. They don't have to be musical, it doesn't have to be very sophisticated, it doesn't have to be very beautiful, it doesn't have to be sweet sounding. Any voice, any sound that you can get out to produce from the shofar is fine, it's kosher, and you fulfilled the mitzvah. The second law is an interesting one, where it tells us that hatokel l'toch habor. If someone blows the shofar on Rosh Hashanah in a pit or in a barrel. Now, historically, why would someone blow shofar in a barrel or a pit? Because there were times of persecution where religious observance was very limited, and people needed to hide, so they would go into a big barrel or a pit to blow the shofar. So the Talmud tells us that if someone blows the shofar in a pit or a barrel, he needs to make sure that he's in fact heard the voice of the shofar alone, the sounds of the shofar, and not an echo. If he heard the echo, he hasn't fulfilled the mitzvah. But if he's certain that he's heard the actual sounds of the shofar, then that's fine, and he has fulfilled the mitzvah. The shofar that we blow on Rosh Hashanah, the sounds that we produce out of the simple ram's horn, is a symbol of change. It's a commitment to grow, it's a commitment to take one more step. And God tells us on Rosh Hashanah that any voice you produce, any sound you produce is kosher. You don't have to change and become a pious, righteous man overnight. All God wants us to do is to produce something that is small but real. Just to take one more step, to help one more person in need, to fulfill one more small mitzvah that we know we should be doing and we haven't done yet, to take a relative or a friend that we may have had a fallout in the past year and just to reach out in some small way, give them a call before Rosh Hashanah and wish them a Shana Tova, wish them a good year. Something small, just one more step in the direction of growth and becoming more meaningful and more spiritual. But God says to us, any voice, any sound, any step of change is good. But there's one condition. The one condition is that it shouldn't be an echo. What is an echo? An echo is a sound that rebounds off a surface. An echo means that the sound that you produce has not been absorbed. It hasn't been taken in. God tells us in Rosh Hashanah, Kol HaKolos, all the sounds are kosher. Any small change you make, any step you take, provided it's meaningful and real change, is fantastic, it's beautiful, it's welcome. As long as you ensure that it's not an echo, that it'll be absorbed, that you'll internalize it, you'll receive it, you'll make it part of who you are, and you'll take it with you as part of your new identity long after the festive period is over. That's the energy of Rosh Hashanah. That's the inspiration, and that's the opportunity. Let's take one small step. Let's change in one small way, but absorb it and make sure it stays with us beyond the Yom Tov period. On behalf of the entire Bina team, on behalf of my wife Dina, I'd like to wish you and your families a Shana Tova U'Metuka, a good and sweet year. May you and your families be blessed with a year of happiness, a year of success, a year of health, and a year of prosperity. May all of us, together with the entire Jewish nation and the land of Israel, have a year of peace and security, a year of tremendous blessing and happiness and success. Shana Tova.